What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 14, discussion and some spoilers, potential spoilers that may occur on the show, highly likely to occur. Spoiler warning, obviously, if you don't want to know, stop watching now, as I don't want to ruin it for you or anything like that. About the episode, we're going to talk about Daryl, Maggie, a little bit about Rosita, Gregory, Simon, and Jesus. The Walking Dead 7:14, titled The Other Side. The Saviors visit the hilltop unexpectedly, surprising everyone with plans of taking more than supplies. Now let's talk about Maggie Rhee, as we haven't seen her much in the second half of Season 7, but we'll see her here at the hilltop, training the hilltop people. I believe herself and Sasha, maybe even Enid and Jesus, hopefully teach the hilltop people who want to fight and join the group, join Maggie, be led by Maggie. And it should be pretty cool. I like to see Maggie taking her leadership role from the comics. But one person that does not is Gregory, of course. He wants to be the head honcho, El Presidente, the boss, the guy who runs the show. And he sucks. He's a coward. He doesn't do anything right. He doesn't even know how many people they have. He's just terrible. He's a coward. He needs to go, but not soon enough. Right? Maggie, Jesus, we get to see them a little bit more. We need more Jesus on the show. Tom Payne is a good actor, good guy, and I like the character, and hopefully we get to see more of him in the rest of Season 7 and Season 8. Can't wait. But there is a dialogue between Maggie and Jesus where he talks about his sexuality, because I know in the comics it's kind of not a big deal, but a common topic. And yes, he sticks to the comic role of being a homosexual, and who really cares? Jesus is awesome, but they do glance over that in a dialogue with Maggie and Jesus. And I'm definitely excited to see the Hilltop join the fight in Season 8 for All Out War, and this is the start of it. Sasha, Maggie, Jesus leading the way. Now let's talk about Daryl Dixon. He's there at the Hilltop. He made it safe and sound. He's sharpening some arrows, making arrows for his crossbow, and he's chilling on the table there, whatever. But he's there probably making arrows when the Saviors come. Simon and the Saviors come to the hilltop to get a certain someone, if you know who that is. It's the other Dr. Carson, the brother of the doctor that Negan killed. Yes, the Dr. Carson that was taking care of Maggie. So what are they going to do? Hopefully we'll find out. Now Simon and the Saviors come to the hilltop, like I said, to get Dr. Carson. And it makes it kind of say in the episode, who are they coming to take? But we know it's Dr. Carson. Cal says, the Saviors are coming. They come. Simon with a crap ton of Savers like he always does. Strength in numbers, I guess. They come there, and it's interesting to see that Simon's the only one that comes to the hilltop. No Negan, no Dwight, no anybody but that. Simon comes back, and they talk. The interesting dialogue is going to be between Simon and Gregory. And the interesting thing is that Gregory kind of says that, I fear someone's trying to take over Hilltop. He doesn't say it's Maggie, but Simon says, if you ever need my help, you know where to find me, and gives him directions to the sanctuary. So I could see that coming from the comic book, where Gregory goes to the sanctuary and seeks protection from the Saviors, which could be very interesting for Season 7 into Season 8. But the Saviors leave. They do not take Maggie or Daryl or find them. They take Dr. Carson and they leave to go back to the sanctuary. But Maggie and Daryl hide. And it's interesting because it's kind of a close call. They have to hide because the Saviors do not know they're there. And if Daryl is found, he's going to be in deep shit. But Daryl, they hide in a cellar with help from Enid. They get away and are safe and hide in the cellar, like I said. But the big thing I want to talk about is Daryl and Maggie's dialogue. They finally get to have some dialogue. We get to see that Daryl feels some guilt for Glenn dying. Maggie talks to him about it and comforts him about the fact. You can argue the fact if he's to blame or Negan's to blame or the writers to blame or whatever. But if I was Daryl, I would feel some sense of guilt and blame if Glenn died for my actions, what they did. And Maggie does not blame him. It is a nice interaction between them, and it's good to see that, because it's kind of the debate. Should she be mad? Should she not be mad? But she forgives him. She loves Daryl. She cares for Daryl. She feels that Daryl's a good guy. Glenn was a good guy, and Glenn would not want Maggie to be hating Daryl for that, because Glenn was awesome and there, but Daryl feels sense of guilt for it. So it'd be interesting, and it'll be a nice scene for sure. Now let's talk about the very end of the episode. Rosita gets away. Sasha goes into the sanctuary, and it's a tricky situation. But basically, Rosita's getting away crying on there. As she walks away, she is kind of stopped by someone that I don't believe we get to see them, is what the spoilers are saying and what the word is. But we get to see a crossbow. Now, who could it be? It's going to be either Daryl or Dwight. I would think my money's on Daryl for various reasons, but it could be Dwight because they were at the sanctuary. Dwight could be going after Rosita to help her to kind of strike the deal with Rick. We just don't know. But I would think it's Daryl who went after them to help them, to bring her back and provide some support with it. But it'll be interesting to see what the word is. Let us know who you think it is. Can't wait to find out in the episode this Sunday. So there you go, guys. That's the information from the spoilers, what's going around town and what's likely to occur. Check out the Walking Dead community page on Facebook if you like this channel. If you do like this channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll really help us out. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome. Post your comments below. And thank you for watching, guys.